second farm tour. I'm here with my cousin Josh, and we're on his Hollybrook farm. We're going to be asking him some questions about the farm and letting the kids do some stuff. So let's just go ahead and get started. So Josh, can you tell us a little history on the farm?
Absolutely. The farm was originally part of the Chase property, which to my understanding was a land grant from the king. It was first homesteaded by Andrew Jackson Long in 1830s, 1840s. He lived in a log house just down the road, and he actually built this structure, which is the only exit structure that he built, which was probably 1840s, 1850s. He sold the farm, or his wife sold the farm after his death in 1865 to James Patton Qualls of the Qualls family, who'd lived here for almost the next 160 years. In 1885, the original house burned, and they came to the current site and built another log house, which also burned after somebody dropped a lantern after it was under a roof. And they built the current house and moved in 1890. There was 4 generations of the Quallses that called it home, and we moved here last year, making the 3rd family who've ever called this home. The other interesting thing is, per family, is the field behind us. When it was raised in corn, they would gather a pocket full of arrowheads. And when I plowed my garden this spring, I found 3 myself. So that tells us that probably hundreds, if not thousands of years, people have called Hollybrook home.
Okay. Can you tell us about your garden this year and what you raised from it?
Yes. I had a variety of things, primarily sweet corn, beans, tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, sweet potatoes, peanuts, popcorn. I had 4 varieties of corn. I had sweet corn, and then I have a flour corn, which was gifted to me by a friend in North Carolina, which is from a member of the Cherokee tribe. It's called Cherokee flour corn. And then I also have another dent corn, which was an old southern heirloom. It was grown a lot around the turn of the century and was presumed to be extinct and lost. And one 96-year-old farmer in Rock Hill, South Carolina, named Manning Farmer, was still growing it, and I got the seeds through Manning Farmer. Pumpkins, I have a variety called Candy Roaster Squash. It's a pumpkin variety. You eat it in like you would a pumpkin pie. And then Dutch Fort pumpkins, which is an heirloom out of South Carolina.
Okay.
Do you have some of that stuff you want to show us?
Sure. These 2 are the Cherokee flour corn. If you counted it out, it's an 8-row corn, which means there's 8 rows of kernels on the cob. Big, smooth kernels, so that lets you know that it's a flour or a flint corn. Could be either one. As big as this is, it'd be a flour corn. This is the Coke's Prolific that came out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. It's a dent corn. You can see in the top there's a little indentation, and there's probably 18 to 20 rows of kernels around this cob. I raised 6 varieties of green beans. This is one. It's a greasy bean. As you can see, it looks very shiny, and that's why it gets greasy, and the name of it is a pink tip. When the pods mature, it turns a little bit pink. You can see the greasy bean beside of a regular bean. It doesn't have the same texture. It gives it a shiny nature. This is a heirloom out of Kentucky. This is called Cash Sandlin. They grow in a large J. This is my favorite one that I tried new this year, and this is called a red striped greasy bean. This is an immature pod. In a mature pod, they get the red stripe on them. Sometimes the immature ones will have a little bit of a red stripe, but it goes away when you cook them. There's white seeds on the inside. This is a heirloom here in Pound. It's called a Ked sock. My grandfather raised it, and it's one of my favorite beans. heavy producer, but it's just a little, they're smaller size. It's called a cornfield bean. It's got a really thin hull. It's good for canning, drying, eating fresh. This is the candy roaster squash that I talked about. This is a small one. They can get up to about 40 pounds. There's some of them out there that's probably that size. This one would probably make 3 or 4 pies at least. And they're actually good just like roasted with butter and eat. This is the Dutch fork pumpkin. You can see it's a completely different color. This one's mostly ripe. You'll never get more than this muted orange. And there's some definitely bigger out there, but they're on the smaller side, but very dense. It's very heavy when you pick it up. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got a few more. What are some other things that you guys do on the farm here?
Well, we have, we planted an orchard this year, grafted apple trees. The grass didn't take, so we're already looking and planning for next year. Going to try to regraft those and buy some that are already grafted. We have raspberries. Those are the two permaculture things we have. There are wild black walnuts and white walnuts growing here. We have geese and a laying flock of chickens that are 5.5 months old, started laying. We have a Jersey cow that's about 5 months old, and a Guernsey cow that'll be 2 in December, and she's due to calf in early November. We have 4 weanling pigs that we're fattening up for a March slaughter. We have some donkeys, rabbits, cats, and dogs as far as pets go.
Okay. And what are your plans for the near future on the farm?
Well, the near future, today I worked on building a stanchion for milking, because we're going to milk our Guernsey that's due in November. And then in the spring, we have plans on doing pasture-raised meat chickens. And hopefully spring as well, after our weanling pigs are slaughtered, we're going to add some yearling gilts and raise our own pigs. But that's on the near future, and hopefully sometime maybe a horse and some goats.
So we're here at the chickens, and I'm going to be asking him some questions about his chickens. So Josh, can you tell us about what breeds of chickens you have here?
It's definitely a mixed flock. Our 3 roosters here are all black copper Morans. We've got a gold-laced Wyandotte, a Colombian Wyandotte, and that's a Welsumer, all 3 in a line here. A Barnevelder. This is a blue copper Morans. There's lots of Americana hens, the ones that look like they have a beard, like me. Down the orange one way down is a Buff Orpington, and then we have 2 French Toulouse geese, Frida and Clarabelle. We got them as air predator protection, and they miss nothing. They see everything, know everything.
Okay, can you tell us about, well, you just told us about the geese. When did the chickens start laying?
The chickens have been laying about a month. They started when they was about 4.5 months old.
How many eggs do you get every day when you come to get them?
We have 32 hens, and for the past 3 days we've had 17 or 18 eggs.
Okay.
Why don't we walk up there and look at the eggs, see if there's any in there?
I'm sure you want to take a chicken too. What about a goose?
No.
Gracie don't want to pet no geese or chickens. And that noise you heard was me almost falling. Alright, we got a couple girls in here. Look at the eggs. Alright. There is a bunch of eggs in here. How many you got? 18. 18.
Okay, so we're here with Jackson, and now we're going to be talking about the cows. So can you guys tell us a little bit about each cow?
The big one is Ava Louise. She's a registered Guernsey. She will be 2 in December. She's due to calf in November. And we do plan on milking her. Alright, Jackson, do you want to talk about Dolly?
Yes. The smaller one is Dolly. She is our youngest cow, but we've had her the longest. She was we had transported her to our farm in the back of our car. So,
could you tell us about how you fed her and stuff?
We bottle raised her from when she was 3 days old. So, and she is finished. A couple of days ago, we had to stop feeding her a bottle because she was getting too old.
Okay. So is she a good pet?
Yes, she is very cute, but she can be really much of a jerk sometimes.
Okay. All right. She's pretty. Are you going to milk her when she gets older?
Yes, when she gets old enough.
Okay, so you plan on milking her too?
Her birth was...
She was born on April 1st.
April 1st.
April 1st.
This year.
Okay. And does she lead? Do you lead her?
Yes, we lead her, and it's a real pain
Okay.
leading her.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to tell us about the cows?
We can make ice cream.
You can make ice cream. Awesome. All right.
You can go see Gracie, Ava Louise.
Okay, we've got Will here, and he's going to be talking about the cats a little. So, Will, what is this kitty cat's name?
This kitty, we have 2 others, Mamie and Marie. We had another, but he ran away. Well, as Dad thinks, he's dead.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Do they live in the barn?
they live anywhere.
Anywhere? Do they catch mice out of the barn?
Yeah,
Do they? Which one's your favorite one, Will?
this kitty.
Miss Kitty? She's pretty. Is she a good pet?
Yeah.
She is. Is there anything else you want to tell us about Miss Kitty or Mamie and Marie?
I think she was born September 1st.
Okay.
Born in
Yeah.
April of 19.
Oh, April 19th, 2019, I think.
Okay. All right. So she's a good pet, and you feed her cat food, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or anything she catches.
Or anything she catches. All right.
Moles, mice, birds,
Whoa.
or even snakes. Or even
Whoa.
frogs, salamanders.
Whoa. Oh.
Okay, Josh, we're here at your pigs, so can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, we've got 4 pigs. 3 are partial siblings. Same dad. 2 of them same mom, 1 different mom. They are Yorkshire, Tamworth, Hampshire crosses. And the 4th one, the little floppy-eared dude in the back, is a heritage breed of hog called a Gloucester Old Spot, sometimes called Spot or Orchard Pig. They hail from Gloucester in England.
What are you feeding them?
We are feeding them a non-GMO pig feed from Sunrise Farms in Albemarle County and right outside of Charlottesville in Virginia.
Okay. How old are they?
The 3 biggest ones were born July 6th. The little one was 2 weeks younger than them.
Okay. That's all for the pigs. Okay, I'm here with Stella, and we're here with her bunny rabbits, and she's going to be telling us their names. So let's start with this one.
This is Oliver, and he is, I don't know how old he is, but I think he was born this year, and he's Jackson Bunny, and he is a survivor bunny because he was born very cold, and he's here, and he's a soft bunny, and he's very nice.
Okay. Go over here.
This is Flower, Hops, and Princess. Princess is Luke's bunny. I have the mother, and Flower is everyone's because she's the fluffiest. And they all really like each other. Flower really likes being with Princess because we gave away all of her babies, and she loves being with one. and they both really had a little fight when they first got in there, but they got over there, and now they're having fun together.
Okay. Let's go over here. Who's this?
Thumper, and he is, I don't know how old he is, but we got him from Rule King with Flour. And he's a good bunny. He's soft, and he's very nice, and nosy. He really likes...
Now, is Thumper the dad of some of these other rabbits?
He's the dad of all of them.
He's the dad of all of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go over here.
Let's get the next pen. All right, look how pretty. Wow.
This is Spots' family. Oliver's in this family, too. That one over there looks like Thumper. That is Clover. This is Polly, William's bunny. And that one I got from Christmas with Hops over there in that cage. And
what's its name?
it's which one's
The big one.
Spots.
Spots. I'm sorry. You told us that, didn't you?
Okay.
All
And
right.
the next one.
We got 2 more cages. Oh wow! Look at here.
These are Netherland Dwarf bunnies. They only really like me because I pet them a lot and no one else does. So they only are nice to me. I don't know why.
What's their names?
Little Gray and Rosie. Little Gray's darker than Rosie, and Rosie's bigger than Little Gray.
Okay. And then we've got these here in this cage.
This is Butterscotch and Merle. Merle's hiding in his little cave there.
Okay, I
his
see
little
him.
house.
Yeah.
And Butterscotch, when they first went in there, Butterscotch thought she had a baby, and she realized she didn't because, I don't know why, but she just probably knew she didn't because she knew she wasn't pregnant yet.
Okay.
And she's never been with a boy before, until only if she had siblings that were boys, and
Right.
her daddy died, and I don't know where her mommy is. She's been away, and Merle, he's not been here long. He's not been here. We got him sometime last week, I think.
Where did you get Butterscotch from?
From Pat's house.
Okay. Pat probably watches this. Do you want to tell him anything about her?
She's doing good, and she's very soft. She feels like silk.
Okay. Let's see if we can get a close-up of her. Oh, wow, look. All right, Gracie's got some more questions to ask you.
Okay. Can you tell us about your stroller over here for your bunny rabbit?
I love pushing my bunnies around. I've pushed Oliver, Flour, Butterscotch, and I can't remember all of them. I've pushed Flour, Polly, and Clover. I've pushed almost all of them, and I really like my bunnies. They're my favorite animal we have.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite bunny?
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch. Okay. What do you feed them?
We feed them regular bunny food, I think.
Okay, regular bunny food. Is there anything else you want to tell us about them?
They're all nice, but the Dwarf bunnies, they don't really know anyone else but me, and that's all I want to tell you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here with John Luke, and he's going to be telling us about the donkeys here. So, John Luke, can you tell us their names, please?
Wilma and Fred.
Okay, Wilma and Fred. Let me see. What do you feed them?
Sweet feet.
Sweet feed? Okay. Do they make good pets?
Good animals, yeah.
Yeah, they're good animals.
Yep.
John Luke, can you lead them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Will they let you pet them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite one?
Both.
Both? Okay. Is there anything, John Luke, that you want to tell us about them?
They can run.
Are they fast?
Yeah, some run after them.
Okay.
Out there.
Which one's the fastest?
I don't know.
You don't know which one?
I think Wilma.
Probably Wilma. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody about them?
That's probably all I know.
Okay. Good job, buddy.
Okay, guys, that's the end of the Hollybrook farm tour. So, toodles.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.